I don't have a vision of where I want to be, because I used to, and it never worked out very well. So now it's really more just going with the flow, kind of enjoying what I'm learning, learning, and just I would say the goal would be to try and grow good, healthy crops. I'm reevaluating how I measure what that means, and you can start to talk about bricks and nutrient density, and it's not just about how many pounds of something you got. It's also about what you affected to get those pounds. So maybe I give up some yield of bushels of corn, but I have some intercropping in that cornfield, so that when I put my cattle out to graze that, now I'm getting a more diverse ration for my cattle, and my cattle are gaining better. So no, I didn't get a bumper yield of corn, but my cows did well, and I got some corn, and maybe that corn was more nutrient dense. Again, very complicated, and it's too hard to measure. So I'm just going along with it and trying to grow good, healthy crops, and make sure that when I can have something green and there's a potential to capture solar energy, that I am, and that then I can put that into use through cattle, through residue that serves as a green manure for my next crop, through nectar and pollinators, and capturing some honey, which isn't a commercial part of the operation at all, but I really enjoy getting some honey and giving it to friends and family and enjoying it. Improving soil health makes water use more efficient by increasing the how to say this, it's complicated and I don't understand it very well at all, but if through soil health practices we can increase our water holding capacity in the soil, if we could reduce our applications of irrigation water, if we can reduce our deep percolation, the loss below the root zone, if we can keep nutrients from leaching out in that water, all those things have an effect on the water, not only in the quantity of the water used or wasted, but also in the quality of the water. It's been helpful to have the NRCS funding to do things that probably wouldn't be feasible otherwise. I'm doing a lot of subsurface drip systems that for most crops don't make sense. Some of my high value crops like onions, they'll pay for it, but in the big scheme of the farm, I needed that help to bite it off, to get into it. It's expensive to do, and that's just the installation. And then trying to learn how to run it is a whole nother project. So it's definitely been beneficial to have access to that funding, and the dialogue that we can get out of doing some of these things, cover crops, has been very beneficial. I really enjoy the aspects of farming where I'm learning about just the nature has a plow, nature has a fertilizer, nature has a way of doing things, and I still have a plow, and I still use it, and I still on my conventional ground use conventional fertilizers, and all of that has a role to play. But it's been a lot of fun to understand why we need to do the things that we do, instead of just doing them because that's how we've been doing it. So using cover crops as my plows, some sort of deep penetrating roots of a radish or the sunflowers, and using some residue to feed worms. Those are now taking over for my plow, and I don't need that plow as much now. Again, not to say that the plow is the worst thing ever. We have tools, but understanding a little bit better how to use them and why we use them, that's been a lot of fun. I enjoy it. The energy balance idea, not something I have a lot of time to mess around with, but it's been fun to sit down and kind of think about, hey, you know, not just money, but are the inputs that I'm putting into this field actually more than what I'm getting harvested back out of them?